Hello, welcome to another ladder game. Trying to learn all of the Dominion Rising Sun cards. We've got Received Tribute. If you've gained at least 3 cards this turn, gain 3 differently named action cards that you don't have in play. Seems possible, especially with King's Court. If you can gain 3 cards with various things, you can play Received Tribute and get a King's Court, which would be cool. They got Smugglers. Smugglers makes some sense to me if I'm getting good stuff. I think I'm going to take a Jack to start. I want to start trashing. Fishmonger is maybe okay with Jack. I think Crossroads might be okay with Jack, just in terms of having an action. What do I want to build up to? I want to build up to King's Court. I don't actually think I want to buy like things other than actions that will collide with Jack now. I think I do just want a Crossroads. And they can take a Crossroads, I suppose. I will discard that. And they have seen their Smugglers, so I feel fairly comfortable taking ports now. Smugglers with ports is interesting. You gain 2, right? You gain 2 ports, then you still need to buy a card and then buy a Received Tribute for that to work. So I have 3 villages now. The Jack, I think I'm going to take my own Fishmonger, just for plus buy. And again, I don't want to be buying any treasures. I'm not super concerned about villages at this point. I'll probably pick up my own Smugglers here in a second. And then my next goal is to hit probably Expand as the first 7. Although, you could argue you'd much rather see... okay, so these bottom 2 cards are what? Estate and... Estate and Copper? So we'll play the Crossroads, keep that... Oh, not an estate at all. Okay, well, I've got 3 villages now, so I'll take an Envoy. And hope they don't draw their Smugglers, because that's a nice thing for them to hit. Okay, they did. Yeah, I guess I just didn't track my deck and know where my estates were. That's on me. Keep that, because I want to trash it. Will not play the Fishmonger. I'm gonna probably see a village next turn. Probably see an Imperial Envoy, which draws 5, so I don't need the plus buy next turn. And I think I will take another pair of ports, and hopefully find my Imperial Envoy here. Yeah, they can receive tribute here and get a King's Court, so I'm in rough shape. Not quite sure. I guess the Smugglers just hit here hard. Did I not see receive tribute? Seems like a mistake. Hunting Grounds seems good. I've already got the Envoy and I've got a bunch of villages. But bottom decking my Imperial Envoy was very sad. I feel as if they are drawing better than me. But I'm not sure. So how do I get to 4 gains, 3 gains to get a received tribute? I'm not 100% sure. Crossroads, ports. Okay, excellent. And we can play this. So, okay. So we need to gain 3 differently named cards and then do a received tribute. So that could be Smugglers, Envoy. It's too much. So Smugglers, Crossroads, receive tribute. That'll have been 3 cards, and then I'll get an Imperial Envoy, a King's Court, and Expand. 2. Oh, I have both of those in play. I guess we will take a Smugglers then. This is pretty bad, huh? Drawing King's Court, hunting grounds, and no villages. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here. King's Court Hunting Grounds? Or just King's Court the Fishmonger? Buy a King's Court? Luckily, the 7 costs are not King's Courtable. I think I just play King's Court Fishmonger and buy a King's Court. I should have a... I don't have enough draw to draw through this deck without playing a King's Court, I don't think. Yeah, tough. Tough spot here. I think I just King Court the Fishmonger. And buy a King's Court. And be pretty sad about how that turn went. They seem to have had the same issue, though. They have a lot of Fishmongers, which probably is okay. Okay, we'll play the Jack first, obviously. Don't trash. We'll want to play these Smugglers before they... Okay, we're just getting village stuff, which is great. And then, okay, I've gained 2 Imperial Envoys. I don't have a King's Court in play. So if I expand a Crossroads into a Crossroads, and then I can do Receive Tribute and gain a King's Court, a Hunting Grounds, and a Fishmonger. And it happened again. I top decked draw cards, and I didn't top deck the Crossroads or the Ports or King's Courts. Rebuild seems pretty bad with the Fishmonger. I don't know. I don't know why they played Rebuild there. I honestly don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Play Fishmonger by Duchy. Like, this game ends in 2 turns. Like, the Duchy does nothing. I guess I buy an Imperial Envoy. Is there a world where I just buy a Rebuild so I can trigger a reshuffle? But I'm not ever seeing it again. I don't quite know. I think with expand stuff, I'm just doing expand, province stuff, so I have enough actions that I'll take the draw card. If I can king, you know, hunting grounds, expand, I can very quickly get to almost the whole province pile. I can also trash hunting grounds into expand hunting grounds into province and get a duchy and get a ton of VP that way. But I feel like my deck is better than the tops of my shuffles have been the last 2 times. You have to be careful in a kingdom like this that the estate pile doesn't run with trashing hunting grounds, expanding hunting grounds into things, and gaining estates. Like, Fishmonger and estate pile can run here very, very quickly. And I've got a couple of Smugglers, so I can potentially smuggle the rest of the Imperial Envoys and buy out the estates, for example. I don't think my opponent can do that. I think they're mostly out of gains and money. Oh, not clear, though. Yeah, if they'd expanded something, if they'd done that expand not into... They did get a King's Court. Okay. So they've emptied 2 piles, and they've not gotten to a pile out, it looks like. So this should be a pretty easy win now from where my opponent has left me. I have to King's Court this port, I guess. Is that true? If I port and draw nothing and King's Court a Fishmonger, I have 11 money. So I have to King's Court the port. Oh my god. I swear I have 4 ports in my deck. I have a King's Court. I have a couple of Imperial Envoys and Hunting Grounds. Just have to buy province nothing. Yeah, that's brutal. Absolutely brutal. If I draw on Smugglers, Imperial Envoy, Port, like if I drew any of these cards, I just win that last turn. I had to have like a double dud. And this is just going to be an easy win for my opponent. That's too bad. That is just too bad. Okay. We shall resign. Yeah, just I honestly don't know what to say. I feel like my draws were just atrocious there. And gonna try to play another one.